Hey guys, it's Alyssa again. Gosh, my hair looks crazy over here. We're having yet more storms and more rain today, and so hopefully you won't hear like cracks of thunder and stuff. But anyway, it's not very good for pretty hair makeup. So I'm just giving up until fall time rolls around and the weather is a little less humid and crazy. But anyway, I wanted to do. A lot of you seem to enjoy our video about our favorite summer movies, and so I wanted to do one for back to school since it's already August. Can you believe today's the 1st of August? I'm actually excited because this time from like back to school leading up until Halloween and into November is my very, very favorite time of year. So I'm super excited that we're getting so close. But this actually was the hardest list that I've ever done as far as the favorites, because I didn't realize there were so very many different movies made about going back to school and being in school. And so at the end of this, if you can think of any that I've left out or any of your favorites, I would really be interested in hearing what you think. So leave me some comments. But my very favorite movie about back to school is Billy Madison with Adam Sandler. And that's not exactly not the most family friendly movie. I wouldn't necessarily recommend watching it with like your kids unless they're older and you don't mind them hearing a lot of cussing. It's got quite a bit of swearing in it. But if you're an adult and you don't mind that too much, I think you'll find it really funny. But it's about a guy that's the son of a hotel like entrepreneur, kind of like the Hiltons. And in order for him to inherit his dad's company whenever he retires, he has to prove himself by going back to school, because he finds out, and even he didn't realize that as he was going through grade school, his dad paid his way because he didn't apply himself very well, and he's kind of an idiot. And so he ends up technically not having ever passed or graduated because his dad would just sort of buy off the teachers and the principals, so he never had to actually do any real work. And so he decides he's going to go back, and he has 2 weeks to do each grade from kindergarten all the way up until he graduates from high school. And it's hysterical. Adam Sandler's interactions with the kids and some of the stuff that the kids say, I think this is one of the most quotable movies, at least for me, of all time. If you Google Billy Madison memes, you find however you say that word, on the internet, you will find all kinds of silly stuff. And if you're already a fan, some of them are pretty hilarious, but it's just super, super funny. He starts out as kind of just getting drunk at the pool every day, and then he ends up, as he's going through all these classes, like making all these weird, crazy friends, and he really bonds with some of the kids. And it's just about him basically like getting to relive his entire childhood education experience again. But it's just one of my very favorites. So funny. And then the next one I love is School of Rock with totally just blanked on his name, with Jack Black of Tenacious D. And he ends up actually subbing for someone, and he has no teaching experience, no school experience, and really isn't technically allowed legally to be doing any of what he's doing. And rather than teach this, I want to say it's 5th grade that he works with, rather than teach them math and science like he's supposed to, he decides that in order for him to get money, that he wants to create a rock band with them, since the one he was in prior to becoming a substitute pretty much kicked him out because he didn't do what he was supposed to. So he talks this class into thinking that they are part of a project and signs them up for a battle of the bands. And so it's about him teaching them about the history of rock and how to play all these rock instruments. And he does a lot of stuff that if he did in real life, he'd probably be arrested for, like sneaking them out of school and stuff. But it's really funny, and he does a good job interacting with the kids. And it has Miranda Cosgrove from iCarly, I think that's her name, on Disney. And so you can watch this one, with your probably middle school or older kids. It's really cute though. And it's in fall time, and it's just kind of appropriate for the whole back to school deal. And I like that there are several characters that he kind of brings out of their shells, kids that aren't confident or have parents that kind of stifle their creativity. So that part, kind of appeals to me as a teacher. And then the next one is Legally Blonde with Reese Witherspoon. She's one of my, well, no, she is my very, very favorite actress, and it's about her playing a sorority girl who is dating this guy named Warner, who becomes a lawyer, and he gets into Harvard Law School and kind of decides like she's too glamorous and too not beautiful, but she's sort of not what you would picture necessarily a serious lawyer marrying. And so it's about her getting into Harvard Law School and making friends and trying to win him back. And it's just really cute movie, very good for fall time. And you know, her clothes and all of her makeup and stuff as a girly girl is really fun to watch. And she's just, Reese Witherspoon I think is fun to watch anyway, but you should definitely check that one out. And kind of in the same genre as that one is Clueless. And anybody that's sort of in my age bracket knows and loves Clueless with Cher. And Cher's the daughter, and she's played by Alicia Silverstone, is the daughter of a man that's really wealthy. And they live in this huge mansion in Beverly Hills, and she kind of, you know, gets whatever she wants to. And it's about her going to her school with, from what I can tell, well, you know, I don't think that all of them are rich because it seems to be a pretty mixed bag. But it's about her talking a lot about kids in the 90s and kind of like the fashion trends and the skateboard people and the grunge people and, you know, things that if you grew up in that time period you're familiar with. And it's just really funny. It's a very tongue-in-cheek movie. And it's about her finding love and dating and having friend problems and going through basically the same things that we all go through as high schoolers, only it has a very silly, funny undertone to it. So I love that one. And then the next one is House Bunny. I really like Anna Faris, and I think she's really, really funny. And this movie is about her. She plays an ex-Playboy bunny that's been kicked out of the Playboy mansion. And so she basically ends up like in the yard of this sorority house and kind of decides maybe she needs to do something a little more meaningful, or at least just figure out what the heck she's going to do now that she's been kicked out of the Playboy mansion. But she sort of adopts this group of sorority girls that are in what's known on their college campus as like the loser sorority, and she gives them makeovers and helps them find confidence and talk to boys. And it's just kind of about her transforming them, thus transforming herself. It's very cute and has pretty decent message to it, but I just really enjoy it. I think it's cute and funny, and it's kind of just a silly, fun, girly movie. And then the next one is the first Harry Potter. Not so much the last few Harry Potters, because I feel like they focus more on the good versus evil and the darker side of the Harry Potter books, but I really like the first one because it's about them actually going to the school and learning what houses they'll stay in from the Sorting Hat and going to classes and meeting teachers. And it's a little bit more about like the being a new kid at a new school kind of thing rather than like the fighting and stuff. And so I just really like it, and I think it has some of the best magic sequences, and it's a little more lighter, I feel like, and has a happier tone to it. So definitely the first Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, I hope that's right, or no, or is Chamber of Secrets first? I'm going to make a lot of Harry Potter fans really angry, so I apologize if you're a Harry Potter fan and I'm butchering everything. I did not read the book, so maybe I need to do that this fall. And then the next one is Grease. Grease is kind of like your quintessential back-to-school movie, of course, about a couple that has had a summer fling, comes back to the school, finds out that they're both going to be attending there, and it's about all their dating trials and making friends and joining the cheerleading team and kind of the preppy people versus the greasers, and a lot of really good musical numbers. And that's another just silly, feel-good, happy movie, and you'll especially like it if you're in choir, you know, or enjoy musicals. So definitely recommend that one. And then the last three, and then I have some honorable mentions, are Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox. I love Michael J. Fox, where he plays Marty McFly and goes back in time in his DeLorean to the 50s. And it's about him trying to make sure that his parents end up together, so in the future he ends up existing. And it's really funny, his mom ends up kind of being attracted to him, and he helps his dad, of course unknowingly to his dad, it's his son, helps his dad sort of branch out and become more confident and popular, because he's kind of, you know, a nerd in the movie and stuff. And it's about his adventures with Doc, who helps him, of course, build the time machine. And it's just one of my favorites. I love that time period anyway, the 50s. And, you know, like with Mr. Sandman and all the cool classical cars and the mall shops and stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, I think you'll really enjoy it. And it's just one of my, I think it's Michael J. Fox at his very best. And then the next one is Matilda. I love Roald Dahl books, and Matilda happens to be one of my favorites. And so if you're a Roald Dahl fan, definitely, well, or if you're not a Roald Dahl fan, read the books, check out the movie. It's about a girl, she's like 4 or 5. Her parents neglect her. They don't even realize that she's a genius. She enrolls herself in school and takes herself to the library and reads books that are on like college scholar level or higher. And once she joins school, her teacher kind of notices, that there's something special about her, and that she's reading and doing these math things that are far above what anyone in her grade or that school for matter are able to do. And so she kind of takes her under her wing, and it's about her dealing with her friend issues in school and her parents not caring and not being supportive of her trying to better herself academically, and also her evil principal, Miss Trunchbull, that she has a lot of problems with. And there's some kind of semi-magic elements to it. Not much, it's mostly like mind power kind of thing. She's able to move things with her mind and some stuff like that. But I would definitely check it out. It's wonderful, very kid-friendly. You can definitely watch it or read it with your kids. And then the last one is, and this one's a little, well, okay, I lied too, is High School Musical. And you guys probably have heard, a little guy named Zac Efron. This was kind of his first big break through Disney. And it's about a couple that they're both struggling with. He's on the basketball team, wants to do musical theater, but is kind of embarrassed, and she's a science geek, not sure where she'll fit in. And it's sort of about finding your identity in high school and doing what makes you happy, but it has a lot of really good musical numbers, and it's definitely family friendly. And I don't care if I'm going to be 29 in September. I still really like it and still really like this song, so feel free to judge me. I don't care. And then the very last one is 10 Things I Hate About You. And that, of course, has Heath Ledger, or had Heath Ledger. That makes me sad. I really liked him. And Julia Stiles and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I love, and Larissa Lennox, who played Alex Mack. And it's about 2 sisters. The oldest one doesn't want to date. She's kind of like a man-hater and is very angsty because of some bad stuff that happened to her. And her little sister is Miss Popularity and beautiful and wants to date, but she's not allowed to unless her older sister dates. So it's about them kind of trying to get the older one to break out of her shell so she can date who she wants to. And it touches on all that popularity and silly stuff. But it's, again, another silly one in the same kind of genre as Clueless that I think you'll like. And really quickly, because I don't want this video to be super long, are some honorable mentions. Akeelah and the Bee, She's the Man, She's All That, Bring It On, Sister Act 2, Mean Girls, Never Been Kissed, Freaky Friday, and another personal favorite of mine because I work with this age group, Kindergarten Cop. So check these out and let me know if I've missed anything and what your favorites are. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you later.